don't get it twisted. Time to lace them up. Here come the mystics. Here come the mystics. Hey, please don't get it twisted. Time to lace them up. Here come the mystics. Here come the mystics.
What it do, peeps? It's the B Chef. This is the ride. Welcome aboard. Please have a seat. Make yourselves comfortable. Buckle up for safety. We know safety is important. Safety is important, folks. Mystics. Fever. Track meet. This is a normal Mystics game. This is how they play. Young team. I like their coach. I like Coach Johnson. But one thing I like about Coach Johnson, he lets this team make their mistakes. He allows this team to learn. In this game, this was a learning experience. This was different than the New York game. In the New York game, they lost it at the end for bad play, bad calls. If you allow bad calls to be the determining factor of the game, that means you played bad. You played too close to the vest. That wasn't the case in this game. In this game was a boxing match. This was simple. Coach Johnson saw what the LA Sparks did in the last minutes of the game against the Fever. He has a bigger front line, a bigger team overall than the LA Sparks. It was simple. I'm going to box with you today. I'm going to be physical with you today. Cody McMahon said it at the end of the second quarter. We had some defensive lapses. We're going to get tougher. We're going to get physical. They did that. They got busy. Physical means get in that paint and body them. There was often mismatches in the game. There was times where Sophie Cunningham is guarding Kiki Iriafen, Caitlin Clark guarding Shakira Austin. People were out of place. If I'm 6'5" and I'm being guarded by a player that's 5'11", 5'8", I'm going to go to work. That's what the Mystics did today. Let's get into the numbers. This one, it's not hard. Points in the paint, 58. Fever, 28. Easy. I got a 6'5" starting center, a 6'7" backup center, a 6'4" backup forward. I have two little guards, but I got a Nigerian nightmare, Christian Okoye cousin in Kiki Iriafen. I got Sonia Citron, who's 6'1", could play multiple positions and cover multiple spots. These two ladies had 11 points in the first half, but got to work in that second half. Ended the game with 55. 55 points from your two first-round draft picks from a year ago. 55 cooked. Sonia Citron was cooking everyone that guarded her. It didn't matter if your name was Cunningham, Hall, or Clark. She ate. Kiki battled, guarded Boston, guarded Billings, guarded Dantas, and held up. Limited them in scoring. Snatched 13 rebounds, most of them defensive. Limited Monique Billings to 10 points. Aaliyah Boston to 9. You can't ask for more. She guarded $2 million worth of player. $2 million between those two players, and she guarded them well. Well enough to get the win on the road. Huge. But it was that first quarter that set the tone when you were boxing. You boxed in the first quarter. You got in there. You threw 10 shots. And you got 5. And then you went to that second quarter. You got 6. You shooting 50%. Landed 3. And as the game went on, that number got bigger. And them shots started hurting. And by the time you finished enough shots, that starting center was gone. Nobody there to protect home. Now you get home. And then that fourth quarter comes and you get to that basket and you still land 6 body shots. 6 out of 12. But you're consistent in what you're going to do. You're going to have to stop me from attacking that paint. One of your players is going to have to step up and take up that absence of Aaliyah Boston. She ain't there. Nobody's home. I'm going to come knocking at that rim. I'm going to attack that rim. And these two ladies, Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen, took it upon themselves. I'm getting to the rim. I'm not shooting threes. I'm going to get to the rim. And they got to the rim. They got to the rim. And in overtime, the same thing. We're going to be consistent with what we do on offense. We're going to get to the rim. They got to the rim at a 75% clip in overtime. We got 5 minutes. It's 0-0. Everything that's happened before this point doesn't matter. It's this 5 minutes. We're going to lock down and we're going to make a statement. And they did that. They scored 15 to your 13. They shot better. 75 to 38% in just that 5 minutes. Youth, and they had hope. You gave them hope at every chance. Every chance that the Fever had to put this game to bed, they didn't. And the Washington Mystics stayed resilient, stayed the course, played their game. They got the size advantage, used it to their advantage. Boxing. Congratulations to Coach Johnson and Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen, the VVS goated players of the game. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Yeah, you know our names. Yeah, you know our names. It's the VVS go to players of the game. Yeah, you know our names. 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 It's the VVS go to players of the game. Yeah, you know our names. Yeah, you know our names. It's the VVS go to players of the game.